This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 17, and verse 17. A friend loveth at all times, and a brother is born for adversity. I want to start off by giving all praises, all honor, and all glory to the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son, Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem, Rachak Wadash, and double honors to my teachers, the head apostles and elders, a great millstone who rule and teach well, who I learned this truth from. And peace and salutations to the elect that scattered across the four corners of the planet Earth, pushing this truth and sincerity and meekness without wavering, as well as risking their life for freedom to do so. This is your brother ICR from the GMS Cleveland Church, back with another lesson, and Lord willing to be edifying to one of the Lord's elect. And this lesson is going to be, something I was just meditating on. Might do a series on about a brother being there for you in adversity. Okay, I'm gonna read this again. Proverbs 17:17. A friend loveth at all times. Right? Yeah, I love you, man. I got you, man. Here, take this. When times is all good. All right. But a brother is born for adversity, right? Because a brother is a brother is a brother, man. Someone you call like David and Jonathan. They weren't actually brothers, but the love they have for each other made their bond stronger than friends. Okay, they were brothers in the spirit. Now in this walk, you're gonna go through good times and bad times, man. You see, and you're gonna see who's gonna be around you when you hit those bad times. Now let's go into this word adversity. This is gonna be something quick. I don't want to, drag it out. Now, the word adversity is straits, right? Distress, trouble. Now, did not Yahweh say, enter ye in at the straight gate? You're gonna see who's really your friend when you catch hell in this truth, man. Because you even got, even in this truth, you have, even Yahweh he had favorites, man. Those that he dealt with more than any other disciple. Okay. Even in this truth, you're gonna have men you deal with more than any other brother on the line with you. You see. And why is that? Because those men are with you through, have been with you when you catch hell. They're there when you need them. You see, and this is them being born, a brother being born in adversity, and true adversity is gonna be Jacob's trouble, man. Right now we're just in a plant. We're in the proving grounds, right? Like the beloved brother Yabba Khan says. We're in the proving grounds, meaning we're being tested, we're being tried to see who's really gonna be there when shit hits the fan. Okay, so I might do a series on brothers being born in a day of adversity, because I was inspired by this book, by the book of Tobit, the first chapter. Now, if you're familiar with Tobit, okay, this is part of the it was the Old Testament. Okay, it was one of the Old Testament books. You can find it in the Apocrypha in the 1611. This was taken out because, has a group called the Bible Destruction Group, which they wanted to pretty much hide the truth from the world. But, the Lord, it was hidden for a minute, but the Lord has given us the ability to read these holy scriptures, man. And I got another precept. Because when we read these things, it's written for our learning, man. This is the book of Romans 15:4. For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning, that we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope. And that's what I'm going to talk about, being patient. Okay, while you're being put in adversity. Okay, we're going to learn how our forefather Tobit, he dealt with it. Okay, so I'm going to read, starting at the first verse. I'm going to read the whole chapter. Okay, It's gonna be something quick. This is the book of Tobit 1:1. The book of the words of Tobit, son of Tobiel, the son of Ananiel, the son of Aduel, the son of Gabiel, of the seed of Asiel, of the tribe of Naphtali. Okay. Now, if I'm not mistaken, Naphtali today are the Central Americans, if I'm not mistaken. Okay. Correct me if I'm wrong. Okay. Today, Naphtali is the Central Americans. Okay. Correct me if I'm wrong. It says, who in the time of, well, I'm gonna just fact check it. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. You know, because we gotta prove who the Israelites are as well. This is Naphtali. Argentina and Chile, the Chileans, Slovakia, not the Central Americans. Central Americans would be Zebulon. So Naphtali will be the Argentinians and Chileans. Okay. So this is back in the book of Tobit 1:2, who in the time of Salmanassar, right? Salmanassar, king of the Assyrians, which is the 5th, was led captive. Talking about Tobit was led captive out of Thisbe, which is at the right hand of that city, which is probably called Naphtali and Galilee above Asher. Okay. Now this is talking about when the northern kingdom were taken away captive. Okay, by Salmanassar the 5th, circa 722 BC. Okay. And why were they taken captive? Because they were sacrificing and worshiping other gods. Okay. It says, I, Tobit, have walked all the days of my life in the ways of truth and justice, and I did many alms deeds to my brethren and my nation, who came with me to Nineveh and to the land of the Assyrians. And when I was in mine own country, in the land of Israel, being but young, all the tribe of Naphtali, my father, fell from the house of Jerusalem, which was chosen out of all the tribes of Israel, that all the tribes should sacrifice there, where the temple of the habitation for the Most High was consecrated and built for all ages. Okay, so Naphtali is giving a background. You know, he's giving you an insight on, you know, what type of character he is. Okay, he was giving alms. Okay, he was keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. Okay. It says, now all the tribes which together revolted in the house of my father Naphtali sacrificed unto the heifer Baal. Okay. But which Baal is a heathen. It's a heathen god of the, I believe it's the Canaanites, if I'm not mistaken. Okay. Which he was pretty much the god of increased, weather, increased weather, the storm, raining. Okay. They started, the Northern Kingdom was sacrificing it to him instead of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua. But I alone went often. See, he went alone. So he was keeping, he didn't follow the ways of his forefathers. Okay. He kept the law, statutes. He followed Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua. Okay. I'm not just going to keep saying the law, statutes, and commandments. Okay. Because, that's what we did. But you got a lot of camps out here trying to say that's how you're going to make it to the kingdom, which is not true. Okay. Because Tobit was still taken into captivity, even though he kept the law, statutes, and commandments. Okay. But I alone went often to Jerusalem at the feast, as it was ordained unto all the people of Israel by an everlasting decree, having the first fruits and the tenths of increase, with which was first shorn, and them I gave at the altar to the priest of the children of Aaron. The first 10th part of all increase I gave to the sons of Aaron, who ministered at Jerusalem. Another 10th part I sold away and went and spent it every year at Jerusalem. And the third I gave unto them, to whom it was meet, as Deborah, my father's mother, had commanded me, because I was left an orphan by my father. Furthermore, When I was come to the age of a man, I married Anna of mine own kindred, meaning, the tribe, okay? And of her I begat Tobias. Now it could have been, not a close relative, but it could have been, uh, maybe because in the scriptures sometimes you can deal with certain family members. Okay, you can read that. I believe it's Leviticus the 18th chapter. Okay, but we just gonna say of Naphtali. Okay, he married someone of the Naphtali lineage. Okay, and when we were carried away captives to Nineveh, all my brethren and those that were of my kindred did eat of the bread of the Gentiles. But I kept myself from eating because I remembered the Most High with all my heart. So he was surrounded by, I'm not going to say he was surrounded by, but he was contrary to the ways of what some of the people of the nation were doing. Okay. They were sacrificing unto false gods, worshiping, probably most likely worshiping the gods of the Assyrians. And also they were eating probably the abominable foods, man. Okay. But what did Tobit do? Tobit, he followed the Lord, man. Okay, he had faith in the Lord. It all goes back to faith. It says, and the Most High gave me grace and favor before Salmanassar, so that I was his purveyor. Now let's look up this word purveyor real quick. It says one who goes ahead to prepare the way, one who is in charge of provisions for a household, one who procures and supplies necessities. So the Lord was dealing with Tobit so much that he made him a purveyor for Salmanassar the fifth, man. Okay. And I went into Media and left in trust with Gabriel, the brother of Gabrius, at Rages, a city of Media, 10 talents of silver. Now when Salmanassar was dead, Sennacherib, his son, reigned in his stead, whose estate was troubled, that I could not go into Media. And in the time of Salmanassar, I gave many alms to my brethren, and gave my bread to the hungry, and my clothes to the naked. And if I saw any of my nation dead or cast about the walls of Nineveh, I buried them. So Tobit loved the Lord so much, even in the land of his captivity, he even buried the dead Israelites, man. And he still kept the law, statutes, and commandments to the best of his ability, man. Okay. But this was the day of adversity didn't come upon him yet. Okay, which that's the spirit. Because what does the word adversity mean? When we go back to the word adversity in the book of Proverbs 17:17, it says straits, distress, trouble. So trouble hasn't arisen yet. It hasn't risen yet for Tobit. Okay. It says, and if the king Sennacherib had slain any when he was come and fled from Judea, I buried them privately in his house, in his wrath, for in his wrath he killed many. But the bodies were not found when they were sought for of the king. So Tobit was hot, burying these bodies. Meanwhile, the whole time, Sennacherib, okay, was seeking for them. Okay. So you can imagine how Sennacherib felt. Okay. He's probably vexed. He was hot. He's like, where the fuck are these bodies at? Lord knows what he wanted to do with those bodies, man. Okay. Because these heathens, they have no righteousness in them. They're wicked, especially Esau, the self-proclaimed white man. Okay. And when one of the Ninevites went and complained of me to the king, that I buried them and hid myself, understanding that I was sought for to be put to death, I withdrew myself for fear. So Tobit, hell started to slowly creep upon him. Okay. He started to feel he was scared. Okay. He was scared because he knew. This is why it says the law is not expedient. Okay. The law is not expedient. Can you say Tobit was being over-righteous in some ways? Yeah, man. He was being over-righteous. You could say that. Okay. This is the book of First Corinthians 1 and 6. 1 Corinthians 6 and 12. All things are lawful unto me, meaning the law is lawful, right? But all things are not expedient. All things are lawful for me, but I will not be brought under the power of any. And that's what happened. Tobit was brought under the power of Sennacherib. Okay. The fear of Sennacherib fell upon him. Okay. And ultimately, it was Yahweh Shem Shah that made Sennacherib put the fear on Tobit. Okay. Because it was all a test. Everything that the Lord puts us through, everything that we go to is a test, man. Okay. So back Tobit 1 and 19, and when one of the Ninevites went and complained to me to the king that I buried them and hid myself, understanding that I was sought for to be put to death, I withdrew myself for fear. Then all my goods were forcibly taken away. Neither was there anything left me beside my wife and my son Tobias. So Tobit had everything stripped from his house, his food, his clothing, everything that he had, man, was stripped from him, man. And that's the times that Jake is about to enter into. We're about to be stripped of all things, man. Okay? Because Esau Edom, okay, the self-proclaimed white man, he's not about to show any mercy. Okay, you can read 2 Ezra 16th chapter. Going starting at the 68th verse, man. They shall be like madmen, sparing none, when still destroying their houses with the sword, roughly paraphrasing. Hey, this devil's going to come down with great wrath because he know that he have but a short time. Okay? And you know, he's going to continue to raise prices, the cost of living, inflation, taxes, to the point where you're going to lose things, your car, hey, your house, your apartment, hey, even your job, man. Okay? And sometimes you might have to go without food, man. And this would happen to Tobit, man. Okay? And it even fell upon his own family. Okay? And showing you that it's going to happen to our family. It's going to happen to our family as well, man. Those that live with you. Hey, even those that don't live with you, man. Okay? Everybody's going to go through tribulation and adversity in the times to come. Okay, but not everybody's going to have a brother, man. All right? And this is the point. And there passed not 5 and 50 days before 2 of his sons killed him, right? And they fled into the mountains of Ararat, and Sarchedonus, his son, reigned in his stead, who appointed over his father's affairs and over all his affairs, over his father's accounts, and over all his affairs Achiacharus, my brother, Anael's son. You see? So Sarchedonus, the son of Sennacherib, ended up appointing a member of the nation of Israel, the tribe of Naphtali, in a high position. Okay? And what did that man do? And Achiacharus, entreating for me, right? Let's go into the word entreat. I wonder if that's how you spell it. No, it's not. It's a E. To enter into negotiations, especially discuss or arrange peace terms. Okay, so when this man got in that position of power, what did he do? He came to negotiate with Sennacherib. Well, not Sennacherib, but the seed of Sennacherib, Sarchedonus. Okay, for Tobit, man. All right, that's a brother being born in a day of adversity, man. It says now, Achiacharus entreating for me, and Achiacharus entreated for me, I returned to Nineveh, and Achiacharus was a cupbearer and keeper of the signet, and steward and overseer of their accounts. And Sarchedonus appointed him next unto him, and he was my brother's son. You see? So eventually, all his goods were restored unto him, man. Okay. This is why it's important to pretty much keep the faith, man. Okay, because a brother is always going to be there for you. Well, I'm not saying always, okay, but a brother will be there for you when you're at your lowest, man. All right? A brother will be there for you when you're at your lowest, man. All right? Keep the faith, man. Okay? You're going to know who a real brother is in these times to come, man. Okay, when we're all put in the same situation. We're going to see who's going to fold, and we're going to see who's going to, who's going to be there for you. It said a friend loveth at all times, and a brother is born in adversity. And Yahweh also said, no better love than this, than a man lay down his life for his own friend. You see? And Yahweh laid down his life for us. So how much more should we for one another, man? So Lord willing, this is edifying. I'm going to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Ruach Kodash, and double honors to my teachers, the head apostles, and elders of Great Millstone, who rule and teach well, and peace and salutations to the elect. Kwame Yasharallah, Shalom.